Hey everybody, welcome back to another iiRcade Game Days. I'm your host, Michael, executive producer here at iiRcade. Actually, of course, coming to you from my apartment today. I didn't even know that I was doing a show today. So here we are, right? Very impromptu, very ad hoc. But yeah, let's do this. So we did release, of course, the Dead Cells DLC updates today, right? So we're going to go over all that stuff real quick here too. So this is just going to be a very short show. Not a lot of questions and things like that. It's just going to be talking about the updates, right? So in case you didn't already know, so we have had one update before on Dead Cells that we announced. So we have had the Rise of the Giants update. We've actually been on version 1.6 for Dead Cells for quite a while actually now too. It's been a little over a year at least since that one. So Rise of the Giants included two additional bosses, I believe, too, different enemies and things like that. But beyond that too, it had sorry, I'm reading off two screens here, guys. So I've got, version 1.0, of course, was the release of the game. 1.1 was Pimp My Run update, which added custom modes and balancing updates, things like that too. Rise of the Giants added DLC compatibility basically at that point, giving you two additional bosses, some other enemies and upgrades and things like that, just general stuff. There was also the 1.3 upgrade, update the 13th, which was amazing too, which was they nerfed some stuff. They did some balancing, some fixes. 1.4 and stuff. We won't go over all the updates, but there's an entire wiki on Dead Cells that you can actually look at this yourself to see what all was included in each update. Anyhow, you've been on Rise of the Giant for a long time now, and now you have the ability to upgrade and purchase the additional DLC packs that were not available to you on iiRcade until right now, until today, right? So the DLC module on the store is, of course, brand new. It's getting worked out today, too. Make sure that you are doing, if you're looking to purchase the DLC for Dead Cells today on the store, make sure that you're using a web browser on a computer. Don't be on your phone using the app. It will not function until the update is out and ready tonight, basically. So once we get the go-ahead on that, that's okay. We're looking at getting it done by no later than tonight or early tomorrow, essentially, too. And then we'll announce that on like the Facebook pages and things as well. And I'll take away those warning signs and things like that. So be sure that if you are trying to purchase the DLC, purchasing the right one. So we're going to go over that. So what does it look like right now on the store, right? So let me bring up my handy dandy stuff here. So if you're on the store right now on the web page and everything's loaded properly, you can always hit Control F5, by the way, too, and then it'll like reload and get the store up to date and things like that, just as a handy hot fix. But yes, so you'll notice there's two different versions of the game that you can see on the store in the featured section, right? So you can see the DLC or the Dead Cells full update is what that is. The full bundle is what that is. And then you've got the Dead Cells updates, right? They're two different prices. So the full bundle right now is going to be $34.99. So it's actually $5 off if you've bought the base game as well as then adding additional DLCs. So if you do buy the bundle, it's more worth it. Of course, a lot of you have owned the base game for quite a while now too, since we released it a long time ago, right? So, but with that, here's what you'll see. So if you've never owned the game before, you'll see what I see at the top here, right here. I'm pointing. There we go. You'll see that you can purchase Dead Cells, the original game, still for $24.99. The price hasn't changed at all. And then Dead Cells full bundle under that too, which is $10 higher. Or you can also purchase the Dead Cells updates. So if you do own the game, however, that's if you don't own the game, that's what you should see. If your store is loading properly, this is what you'll see. However, if you do own the game, so you can see that I have on the bottom there, if you own the game, the Dead Cells game is already purchased, of course, because it's in my purchase history already. And then you can pick up the Dead Cells updates for $14.99 today. And what does that include, right? So what do these updates include, guys? Let's see. The first update that you're going to have is going to be the Bad Seed DLC that came out, right? So I've actually got trailers for all these too, which is great too. I sped through this real quick today, which is great. So here's some of the content that's in the Dead Cells Bad Seed bundle that's included within the updates purchased today. there you have it. So that was the DLC, or sorry, that's the update for the Bad Seed, which is included in the updates. So of course you're getting 3 different updates with this, right? So you're getting the Bad Seed as well as, let me see if I can keep scrolling up here. There we go. The second DLC that's coming at you. So Bad Seed, if you're watching the trailer there, right, it adds different biomes, different enemies. You've also got different updates coming right after that too, which started adding costumes and other features within the game or two, right? So it's amazing. So you do have different outfits in Dead Cells, which was actually in the 1.6 version as well, but now there's a whole lot more of them. I can trust you that. So a lot of licensed skins and things like that you'll see. So you can pick those up with the Bad Seed DLC that's added. But after Bad Seed came Fatal Falls, right? So Fatal Falls added, again, a different biome entirely, as well as different enemy types, different bosses and stuff like that. So let's check out the video on Fatal Falls right now. All right, so that's the Fatal Falls DLC, also adding that biome, adding more bosses, of course, right after the Bad Seed bundle. But there's been other options and other updates in between there. That's why we list there is the free updates that came with all this stuff beforehand and in between, everything in between and stuff. That's all included as well when you do purchase the updates DLC package. So keep in mind that's like the Practice Makes Perfect is in there too. Oh my gosh, there's the Whack-A-Mole update. There's a ton of features. I can't go over all of them because I don't have quite that much time, but there's a ton. You can check it all out on the Dead Cells wiki and stuff if you really want to see what's on there. But basically, more enemies, more biome locations, more bosses, more stuff to do, more weapons, and tons of costumes and outfits and everything in between, as well as other game features and updates too. But beyond those 2 updates and the Rise of Giant one that's already been out, of course, too, there is one additional update that comes with this, which is the Queen and the Sea, right? So this was the Road to the Sea updates list eventually, if you anybody followed along with that last year. So this is the Queen of the Sea updates, and this is what you might have seen on the store today for the trailer, right? So let's get this one playing right for you right here. So this is all that's included in the Queen of the Sea. All right, there you have it. So that's the Queen of the Sea bundle. And the big updates after that as well, too, that we actually do have in 3.0.13, I believe is what we're on, right? 3.0.13? 3.0.13, I was right. I was actually right on that one. So the other updates are let's see, it ends at the Enter the Punchaku, which adds the Punchaku weapons. And then, of course, it has the other outfits and stuff on top of that, too. There's like Souls Knight and things. So we're excited to have all this, too. Break the Bank update was a big update as well, too, that came out after the Queen and the Sea. So that's all included in here as well. Let me see if there's anything else that I missed in here, too. Everyone is here update. That's always in there too. Practice made perfect. Again, there's a ton of updates. So all those free updates that were there for the game as well in between these are now included in this version of the game up to 3.0, right? So we're at the 3.0 update currently, right? Which is awesome. So we're excited to have that. So they're retroactively the same price as they are on Steam, which is awesome. So we're excited for that. And we're happy to have Play Digits get the DLC over to us now for the iiRcade, which is amazing. You can actually check as well, too, after you do update your game. You'll notice it's updated. So if you can see my screen right here, too, there's actually an additional contents button down here. Now you can see on my screen. So it actually does list what's in the updates for like Rise of the Giant, the Bad Seed DLC, Fatal Falls, as well as the Queen of the Sea, right? So you'll see that in the menu when you do update, if you do update the game. So there you go. So again, available to you. So if you do on the base game, again, make sure that you're fully updated, guys. Make sure that you see, I know the store's a little bit wonky right now with things today because we're updating. We're not. It's a whole process, right? But make sure that you do see this, right? It should look like this. Again, you have to be on the web browser. You have to be on a computer. You can technically do it on a phone, but I just suggest just do it on a PC today. It's a lot easier until we get the store update fixed tomorrow because the store has to update properly for you in order to, and you do have to accept the store update, by the way, too, if you are using the app tomorrow to purchase this properly, or else it's going to show up kind of funky. So just make sure you are seeing this. So if you've never owned it, you should see all three options. If you own the base game, you should see that you have the base game purchased and that you can pick up the DLC or the Dead Cells updates options for $14.99 today. So $15 for you on the store for all three of those. And it's a hell of a lot of content, guys. Let me tell you, we've tested all this stuff out, of course, as always. It's a lot of content in there too, especially coming from all the way back from the Rise of the Giant update. So we're excited for this. It's fun. So yeah, we're excited to have people enjoying Dead Cells again on the machine, right? So there you go. That's pretty much all the time I have for you guys today. I can probably take like 2 or 3 quick questions if anybody has them real quick about the DLC stuff. As well, I should mention we do have started yesterday all the way through this coming Monday as well too. If you want to pick up Awakened Evil. Awakened Evil is 33% off on the store now. I think it's like $5. So it's a great game. There was an update to Awakened Evil as well too. So those of you who have played it before, who were having an issue with like diagonals on the staircases, those are wicked fixed now, which is amazing. They did a fantastic update on that game. The music's great. Plays a lot like a kind of like a Castlevania kind of game too. It's great. So if you're looking for another game, Awakened Evil is on the store for 33% off until this Monday. And of course, today ends the sale at midnight tonight, 11:59 CST. You will no longer be able to pick up the Retromania bundle for $299.99 plus shipping, right? So make sure that if anybody is looking to pick up the Retromania bundle for that price, that is it. This is the last day. Absolutely. We've already extended the sales 2 days, so this is it. So this is the end of it. So which is awesome. Yes. Yeah, there we go. So Big D's asking, yeah. So $299 sale going until end of day. Yes, that cuts off at midnight Chicago time, essentially. So 11:59 CST tonight. That sale ends entirely. So there you go. Let's see here. Let me see. What questions have I missed in the chat too about Dead Cells, especially, or anything about DLC and store updates? I know it's a different module. It's a little bit different to get used to sometimes. So we're adjusting a little bit right now too. We're doing a little bit of updates on the back end on the store. And when I say a little bit, I mean a lot of it. But let's see here. Okay. What other update? That's it. Okay. I think I've explained anything. Great. So that's good. But yes, also do be sure. So those of you who have Dead Cells already installed on your machine, when you do purchase the Dead Cells updates bundle for $14.99, that will go to your account. Make sure that you actually click on the button to install that. So if it doesn't automatically install, make sure you check your account. You will actually have 2 different versions because you can install the base version of the game and then the updates, right? So you will still see the base version of the game there as well as the updates. So do make sure that you install it and make sure that it's launching. Again, easiest way to tell, besides the version number in the bottom left corner, that should be 3.0.13, is that there's an additional content button at the bottom that tells you exactly what additional content is in the game. So it's awesome. All right. And with that, that's all I got for you today. This was a very ad hoc show for me too. I was not expecting to have to do this today, but we were excited to get the DLC out. We're stoked. We hope you guys enjoy it. Hopefully more DLC to come, right? So there you go. Yes, I know people are going to ask me about other updates for this game that are available on Steam currently, at least, too, and potentially, I think, some other platforms, right? So I know at least on PC. Yes, until things are ported to Android by PlayDigious, we're waiting on things like that. So there you go. And again, I can't promise any games until I can talk about them, basically, right? So there you go. Beyond that, I will play you guys out with the trailer one more time. Thanks so much for tuning in. Real short show today. I know that's all we want to talk about was the Dead Cells update, as well as, of course, the sale still going on, right? So there you go. All available to you today on the store right now. And, of course, we released Operation Thunderbolt on Friday as well, too, as well as Escape from Popo. So if you guys are looking for a more old-school retro game, brought into a newer light with leaderboards and stuff, or you're looking for like-on games, right? We got that for Operation Thunderbolt. Now we got Dead Cells DLC. It's a lot. There's still more to come, guys. Don't you worry. So it's a busy week for me. It's a busy month for me. It's great. All right. Stay tuned. We'll see if there's a show on Friday or not. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a show on Friday, but I'm not. Don't hold me to that. Until then, game on. All right. Have fun.